your mic moved again. Get your mic up.
Is there a place?
Is there a way to get you excited?
Yeah, cradle the shaft. That usually gets it up. There you go.
There you go.
Is it erect now?
It's more erect.
It's more erect.
It's more of it's a semi.
Yeah.
You got a semi.
It's Belone or Belone. What is it? What's the company?
It's French.
Bilioni?
Bilioni.
Hey.
They're the famous mic stand company.
Mic stand.
Are they really the famous mic stand?
I have no idea. I never heard of them.
It was an Amazon.
Amazon bargain.
Yeah.
Yeah. That reminds me. Try not to tap the table. Yeah. If you watch like any of the professional podcasts, like Conan or whatever, they have like this mic stand that's like right in the middle of the table, and the mics shoot out of it, so people can hit the
right,
and it doesn't pick it up. That's not these.
Yeah, that or I just watched, Rick Beato. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he just did an interview with George Stroumboulopoulos.
Yes, yeah,
and they have like the
lav mics.
Yeah. So, and because like George Strombo is very much a like touch the table kind of guy talking. Yeah. So I was just like, man, that would just be like tap 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 tap, and be like air drumming.
Yeah, I do have one lav mic, but it needs a battery, and
this is good enough.
This
is lo-fi, man.
It's the fi that we need.
It's the fi that we need.
If we go any hi-fi, then we lose all of our cred, right?
Yeah, we lose our street cred.
Yeah,
you don't want to fi too high to the sun.
No, too close to the sun, Icarus.
Yeah.
Did you see the video of the one Florida cop that stopped the woman with one hand?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I seen you talking on your cell phone.
Yeah.
With your right hand.
I saw a cell phone in your right hand, and she lifts up. She's got a stump, and the cop's like, so she's like, "Are we done here?" And he's like, "No. I have to see your driver's license and everything." She's like, and she lifts up her stump, and it was just like the guy he was not able to admit that he made a mistake.
Yeah, like he just wouldn't let it go. Then he literally said, like, hand to God, you didn't have your phone. Like, hand to God.
I just Velcro into my stump.
Like,
wow.
Apparently there's some follow-up video. Like she showed, like she's the one who released the body cam footage, right?
Good. Well,
so she got it administered into court. So I'm not sure how her court case turned out, but that's the cop just was not able. I swear
she cut her hand off to get out to beat the rap.
The cop was just not able to admit that he made a mistake, and go on your way.
Like it's different. Like if it's like technicalities, but when she lifts up a stump,
there was like, nothing.
I wasn't hiding a hand.
It should be carry on.
Yeah.
And we've been stopped by Florida cops before. We got stopped on our honeymoon. Have I told you this story before?
No, I don't think so.
So it was our honeymoon. We just Sarah's big into turtles, so we went to this animal hospital that looks after the sea turtles, and like watching all the sea turtles go around with they only got 3 fins or whatever. It was just such a great day. And on our way back, we decided to take a little alternate route on the way back because we were staying at a hotel that was right on the coast, and check out some different routes and stuff like that. And we got married in October, so we were like right in the middle of school season and all that stuff. So the route that we decided to take, there was like this sign up on the side of the road, light flashing, slow down to 25 miles per hour. So Sarah does that, and I'm looking at the map, like making sure we're on course and all that. And all of a sudden, boop, boop, cop on a motorcycle, and I'm like, pull over, let him go by. No, he's stopping right beside us. And Sarah's like, what do I do? And I'm like, just pull off into this parking lot and wait. So the guy comes off his bike, he's got his hand on his gun, the whole bit. Give me your license and registration. Takes it. He's like, he's looking at Sarah's license, like, what kind of license is this? She's like, it's Ontario. We had Connecticut license plates on our car because we rented the car, and that's the car that they gave us. So he goes back to his bike, comes back. This is in the year 2000.
In the year 2000.
Comes back with a $300 ticket. At the time, the exchange rate was 40%, 60% Canadian.
Yeah.
Equal. So it was over $500 for that ticket.
Shit.
And I was like, you got to be kidding me! Like, how are we going over the speed limit? He's like, it's only 15 miles per hour there. I said, there was a sign there that said 25. He's like, if you keep going, down the middle of the road, we have all these signs that say it's 15 miles per hour. It's a school zone. You have to slow down. And because we were speeding through a school zone, the price of the ticket, quadrupled or whatever. I'm like, that's over $500 Canadian. He's like, well, I don't know what you guys do in Canada, in Ontario.
If that's even a
but
real
down
place.
here. So the next day, we were looking like, who can we contact? In the United States, you can't. There's no lawyer. That's it. There are no ex-stoppers or ex-coppers or anything like that. It's just lawyers. That's it. So I said, I got to see this, where these signs were in that, because I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the map. What did we miss, right? So we go, we drive through the area again, not during school hours, just to check it out. And they did have signs, but they were, so it was four 2 lanes each way, and there was a median in the middle.
Yeah. They
had spray painted on pylons, 15 miles per hour. Didn't say school zone or anything like that. And if we were on the outside lane, so if somebody was pacing us on the inside lane, we wouldn't be able to see that. No. Not only that, there was cars that were past. But what the cops saw was that we had Connecticut license plates.
Connecticut or Kentucky?
Connecticut. So those are some rich kids from Connecticut down here trying to think that they can do whatever they want in our state. Some Yankee state is going to come down here into the southern state and tell us or show us up.
Damn,
or whatever.
East Coast or northern East Coast.
Yeah. So that's the lesson. Anytime you go down to the States and you rent a car, demand plates with the local state on it. Because that's what you watch those copies, they say it all the time. They're always looking for out of state. Because
victims kind of thing.
Well, because to fight it, you'd have to come back on the court date to fight it. And the attitude is, if you're in our state, you follow our rules.
Yeah.
It's like that everywhere.
Territorial pissing match.
It's like that everywhere.
It was October.
So what happened? What happened with that?
We had to pay it.
Yeah.
It was that, or Sarah's never going to the United States again. She'd have a warrant for her arrest.
Yeah.
And she was driving because I was only 23 and she was 25 at the time. And you had to be 25 or over to rent a car in Florida at the time.
Right.
So.
He's just some asshole in a Halloween costume.
The ticket was legit, let me tell you.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, and like you were saying, they're just hand on the gun.
Yeah,
there,
the whole bit, as if we had something on us. Or
you don't see that up here.
No.
That's
thank goodness.
No,
but they're ready to go, man.
Yeah.
It's I'm gonna be on YouTube.
Yep,
it's a cops episode.
This was a little before YouTube.
Yeah,
but maybe cops. Maybe cops. But you had the aviator glasses.
Yeah,
the helmet.
Cool dude.
The whole bit.
The tobacco.
It was
he wasn't spitting tobacco, but he was
straight out of Chips.
Straight out of Chips, yeah. But he definitely had that Florida cop, attitude.
Swagger.
Oh yeah,
had a pet gator as his partner. Little hat.
All right, everybody, welcome to the Mindmelt Podcast. I am Mark Gagne, owner artist of Mindmelt Studio. Today I'm with my co-host and tech whiz Kevin.
Hello. I think I got my pad now here.
You got your pad. Ooh.
Alex Horn, anybody?
Alex
Horn. I'm channeling.
We're all about the Taskmaster here right now, guys. Yeah. Obsessed. Anyways, today my guest is my good friend, Nic Faggioni.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
Welcome.
Thank you.
I seem to be your personal chauffeur, personal chauffeur.
Yeah. It's all thanks to acting classes and stuff like that too.
Yeah, Nic is a Sudbury local actor, voice actor, improv performer.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how it goes. Something like that.
Improv actor, wannabe.
Yeah, and I drive you down to Toronto occasionally for callbacks, for auditions and stuff. Just drove you for one last week.
Thank you, sir.
That you landed.
I did.
Yeah,
so
you landed.
Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, it's a commercial that you're doing?
Yeah, it's a commercial. I don't know what brand it's for yet, but its working title is Project Pasta Sauce. I wonder why they hired me. So this is my biggest gig so far, and this is my first commercial with speaking lines. So
nice.
I believe so. As of now, there's speaking lines. I don't know if it's going to be voice-overed or just miming at lines, whatever, because we just had to improv things to say.
It's going to be like one of those old school, like, primo pasta.
When you want to
generations of...
just like Mama used to make.
Yeah,
What so you've done commercials in the past? Like, is there anything that we would have noticed you in?
I've done one printed ad for a Matilda Vincenzi cookie company. It's an Italian cooking company. I don't know why I got that job.
Wow, you got the corner on the Italian.
Yeah, he's cornered the market on Italian rolls.
Yeah, there's a price on my head.
Yes.
The big nose guy, get him out of here. We don't like him.
And a couple months ago, Mark actually drove me up to my wardrobe day. Thank you. Was for a shoot for OLG. So that was for for horse racing. So we filmed in Milton, and the scene was we're filming in the horse races and pretending that our horse just magically won, and we're transporting this whole like endorphin fun state of mind after pushing this app kind of thing.
It's like an ecstasy rave or something all of a sudden where you're like, oh.
I actually had to be a stand-in for like a hand because one guy had to go because his babysitter was up because we went over time. So they're like, let me see your hands. I was like,
they're baby soft. They're supple.
So
Get in the picture.
So they had to film me pretend to hit this imaginary app.
Okay. Nice.
I had a friend that
30 takes. Harder than it looks.
30 takes. Your hand was exhausted after that.
Well, I kept trying to give it like an Italian accent or something like that.
Some flourish.
With a pinky, yeah. Like
I had a friend that worked at that Milton track.
Track?
Yeah, he was a camera guy.
Sick.
Yeah, he said it was one of the most boring jobs he ever had.
On that specific one, or like just a random shoot there, you mean?
No, like he worked for the casino.
Oh, got you.
Shooting
the races.
The races for people that are sitting inside the casino.
I mean, a circular track is only so exciting. It's like filming NASCAR.
I don't know if there still is, but there used to be a channel that was dedicated to it. So like people in bars and that would be able to
horses and stuff like that.
Yeah,
the track betting.
That was one of the channels. Like when I worked at Bell Express View 20 years ago, that was one of the channels that we had. And yeah, it was one of the. It's funny, like when you work at a satellite place like that, or a cable company, or that, like you'd think, okay, your most important channels are the ones that people watch the most, like ABC, NBC, and those are important. But if ABC's down and the horse racing channel's down, guess which is your priority? The horse racing channel, because that's where the money's flying. Anything that makes money like that, those were your priorities.
The Trevi on LaSalle, actually, because we've done a few improv shows there, the Green Room, they have like a horse race station with like all like TVs, like like an old school airport kind of thing.
Yeah,
and like a bunch of TVs on the wall with horses, and so like,
I remember there used to
still exist.
Yeah, there used to be a track betting thing too at the exhibition center on Falconbridge too. I don't know if it's still there. I think it's mostly storage there now. But yeah, I mean, I've never been into harness racing or horse racing or anything.
No, me neither. Mm-hmm. I don't think I've ever been to a race.
Like, do they still have it at the Sudbury Downs?
No,
I don't think so. No.
It's just the slot machines.
Slots and virtual
slots and
potholes. Slots and potholes.
Slots and potholes.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my book.
Welcome to Sudbury. Sluts and potholes.
Apparently they're working on the LaSalle extension right now, so. There's hope. There's hope for
they're creeping their way towards the
slowly but surely.
Chelmsford. Yeah. Alvaro and I were like yard sailing the other day, and we drove down that road that goes out to the casino,
Monte Principal.
Yeah, Monte Principal.
Oh, that road's bad.
Yeah. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Like, take your time, man, because you're just gonna lose your whole car. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, I was on a Chelmsford group, Facebook group, and people were talking about how bad the roads were, and some of the comments were because that casino was supposed to pay for the roads infrastructure in Rayside Balfour. They were the only, before everything amalgamated into the greater city of Sudbury, Rayside Balfour was the only ward that welcomed the casino, and they were going to take that money to fix the roads. And people were complaining that this road is down, because and they're like, we should have never amalgamated, blah blah blah, because this road sucks and this road sucks and this road sucks. And one guy piped up, he's like, the road to the casino sucks.
Yeah, I mean, for those that don't know, like, we live in Sudbury, Ontario, Canada, and we're pretty notorious for having some of the worst roads in Ontario, in Canada, maybe
Yeah,
in
I
the
think
world.
so.
I don't know.
I know that we don't always crack the top like with the biggest pothole, but they never do like the number of potholes. I think if they did that,
Yeah.
like, we would crush it. I think that's the problem is that we have so many little potholes. We don't have.
We have layers of potholes.
Yeah.
So wait long enough for the small potholes to
to
erode into a giant
the
one.
potholes need to amalgamate.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you could do like an archaeological dig. You know, it's almost like tree rings kind of thing.
Yeah.
If you dug out some.
Oh,
of
it's
these,
true. Like
you're-
if you
yeah.
walk along, you could see like the number of times the road has been resurfaced, because that's part of the problem is that they don't dig it up and redo it. They just resurface it. So like you could see how many times the road has been resurfaced, and they need.
It's kind of like a Band-Aid on something that needs
Yeah.
stitches, right? Because every
especially
season,
College Street right here
it's
is
the
just
same thing over again. Yeah.
It's pretty sad.
Yeah.
We're the greater city of Sudbury, but we're getting to be known as the crater.
I was just
city
about to
of
say it.
Sudbury. Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
beat you to it.
You son of a gun. Dad
the
jokes.
crater. So yeah, voice acting. Oops.
Yeah.
Kick the table.
That's okay.
Acting, voice acting. Yeah. So I met you. I guess a little. I
You
met
guys
you.
need to be alone for a minute.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I met you a little over a year ago at that Creative Loft.
Yep.
Another Creative Loft alumni because I've had Tanya on here. I can't remember if I had
It
somebody
was
else.
one of her classes. It
Yeah,
her voice
it
acting
was
class.
in her voice acting class that
Yep.
we first met, and
Yeah. I remember you stood out because I was like, this guy's cool. Like he's very to himself. He's not like too like me, like, oh, Mika, I want to be an actor. You're very
Yeah.
like, oh, I've done comedy before. Like I own a business. Like, oh man, this guy's got his shit together. Good for you.
yeah. I especially in new crowds, like when I'm around new people, I'm kind of quiet,
It's not a bad thing.
and but then after a while, you can't shut me the fuck up. And that I think that's how that class went. It just kind of devolved into us just like, you know, kind of just acting like fucking idiots.
That's when you get the best creativity, though. No,
Yeah.
like when you feel comfortable in that right mind space. That's when you have like the best idea for voices or takes or whatever because you're completely comfortable. So
Yeah, and it was a lot of fun doing the class, and you've had some experience doing voice acting. You did a local production.
yep, that was through another Tanya class. One of the there was at the Creative Loft. There's always like a little bonus at the end of the course where it's like, oh, you could win a painting or you could win an opportunity to speak on the radio or whatever, like little opportunities. So there was a local production by a local author named Kenny Wilson, who wrote a series of books following a character named Rabbit Girl. And they were and Eastlink invested into it, and they were turning it into a cartoon. So through the Creative Loft, they had this promotion like, oh, if you take one of the courses, you can audition for any character you want on the show. So it wasn't anything specific. There was just like so Kelly sent a list of characters' names. Like it's a kid show, so a lot of them were geared towards like the kids' classes, whatever. But then I saw a character named Troll King. I'm like, oh, that could be fun. Whatever, I'll get one in at least.
Yeah.
Because I was busy shooting a short film that weekend when she sent them. So I remember I was watching Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls, and then just thinking of ideas, whatever. And Super Mario just came out, so I had like Jack Black in the back of my mind mixed with a few other voice actors, and I came up with this. It was coming out flat though. I felt like I was doing an impression more than a voice.
Yeah.
Then I did a take reading the thing, and it came out like, "Me give you one simple task." And then I was like, "Oh, that sounds pretty cool." I recorded it. They sent the callback sheet a few weeks later, and they showed like Rabbit Girl, Rebecca's name, who ended up getting the part, a few other names, whatever, all the other characters and a few names. But for Troll King, it was just my name. So I was like,
Nice.
I think that's a good sign.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so that was like my first like big gig. Like I've done other background in some other short films prior to that, but like that was a pretty cool one. I was pretty excited.
So it
yeah.
must have been a pretty fun experience.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We recorded at the Loft, made a bunch of good friends through there.
Yeah.
Well, Kenny is awesome. I haven't seen him in
Yeah.
a few years, but wished him happy birthday not that long ago.
Yeah,
But,
I know Ken. He's a regular at the Sudbury Market where I was selling my stuff, and met him through there, and they got an artwork off me and stuff.
Sipping Viking, right?
Sipping Viking. He does.
If
his
you guys
own
get a
thing.
chance.
Oh yeah, no, we've gotten some the blueberry cream soda and the strawberry cream soda are
Yummy.
delicious.
What is it? Ice cream?
It's cans like pop soda.
Oh, soda. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
soda, and also
Like a hard one, with alcohol in it, or
I don't I don't think he does any alcohol ones, but he also has iced teas, flavored iced teas and stuff. They're really good.
That'd be a good chaser. Add your own alcohol.
Yeah, but yeah, the blueberry and strawberry cream soda are just delicious. It's really
awesome.
really good.
Like one of the best parts of like dipping into this crazy industry is like the people I meet. Like meeting you has been awesome because you helped me out so much, like by being comfortable driving to Toronto and being able to like, hey man, like I just got this random call, like, are you free tomorrow? So like thank you so much for that.
Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we gotta in the arts, we gotta support each other because it's a tough go for creatives, as they say, especially right now with everything going on. And I've met some really amazing people through the loft. Like I think the same class, Alicia was in that class too.
Yeah, Alicia was with us. Was Luke in that class, or I don't think he was.
I don't think Luke was in that class. Maybe Max
Trainer, yeah, probably. Yeah.
Name dropping local actors and stuff.
And nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Anyways,
but we do.
It's just friends chatting.
You will one day.
But Alicia actually will be on the next podcast in 2 weeks.
Oh my god, Alicia! I still remember it's almost like there's that instant click because like even like one of the few classes I've had with Alicia, like she was so sweet. It was one of Tanya's classes. Maybe it was that class.
I think it probably was.
Yeah. Holy crap. It feels like it's been years.
I know. It's like I think the first class I took, which I believe was the voice acting one with you, I think that was like last spring.
Crazy. I can't, like, it feels
like last March or April or something. I know. It feels like forever ago because we've taken so many different classes since then. Like
so many different seasons, right? So it's like we've taken 12 years of high school compressed
I think our shitty winter maybe has made the last year and a half feel like 8 years.
Yeah,
because it seemed to elongate everything, and
Not only that, spring was like 2 weeks.
Spring was just like boom, boom, boom. That's it.
We already got our Christmas tree up again. You know, it's just around the corner.
Just get ahead of it. Just to get ahead. Yeah. Yeah. So
it was definitely one for the books. Though that winter was terrible. Like.
Yeah.
On the shoulders for shoveling and on the mind for like just the bleakness.
Well, I ran out of place to put snow. I was just like I was looking at flamethrowers.
I started eating it. It was salted anyway, so like tasting up.
I mean the yellow snow. Yeah. So have you always wanted to be an actor or do voice acting?
Well, ever since I was a kid, but I always felt like it didn't seem possible because, well, first of all, like that kind of attitude was like upset kind of thing, right? But I was always, still am too, like always shy and like kept to myself. Like I always had dreams. I think that was my problem. I was always a daydreamer, like oh, that'd be so cool to do one day, but I never actually pursued it. In high school, I've done like I finished my community service hours by helping out with the school play that year.
When you got let out from jail, you community service hours.
Still waiting for my prison wall to close up.
When you're on parole.
Still farting fives.
when I was out of the clink,
they called me Shanky.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, so that was like my first experience like with the cast and like a lot of people like that, and I remember being like heartbreaking when it was over, but it was a lot of fun. But it was always in the back of my mind, and then like the older I got, the more like, okay, I got to focus on finding a career, especially after meeting Megan. I was like, because before her I was kind of in a slump. I worked like part-time, I lived in my parents' basement, didn't really have a direction. Then when I found her, it's funny, I was just talking to Megs too, like she said like in a humbling way, she's like, if you hadn't met me, I don't think you would have gotten into acting. And it's not because of she gave me like the encouragement to do it, but it's because of the parallels.
Right.
Because it's funny because our driver for our wedding that drove us around to the location for our pictures is one of her partner is one of Megan's best friends. Sorry for tapping the table.
Yeah,
that's okay.
It was just happening.
It's just Morse code.
I could hear it.
Help me get out of this.
SOS, please.
My prison wallet.
So he was into the acting community. So he said like, oh, I hear like Megan's friend's fiance. So like he kind of gave me an email about this one agency who eventually gave me information about the Creative Loft. So it's true, like these parallels through Megan, my wife, sorry.
My wife.
Slap. Not my wife, the microphone.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, it kind of makes me think of sort of my creative path too. Like I've always been into the arts and stuff, and I went to Cambrian for 3 years for fine arts, and then I kind of sort of lost my way from the arts and was just working odd, shitty jobs like cab driving and a janitor and whatever and that sort of thing. Jobs that I just really wasn't suited for, but had to pay the rent and stuff. And then when I met Avril, Mrs. Mindmelt,
Great cup of coffee, by the way. Thank you.
She I was really in a dark mental slump because I just was not happy with where I was going in life and stuff, and she really encouraged me to sort of start drawing and creating again, at least as a therapeutic device, to sort of just work through stuff that's going on in my head. And then it turned into more than that, and I was starting an art business, and she was just 100% on board with me getting back into art and drawing and painting and stuff. And then it was the same sort of thing with performing arts. Like I had done stand-up 15-20 years ago, which was like my first foray into doing performing arts. But I'd always been in love with voice acting. Like I've always been obsessed with voice acting and voice actors, and she was just like, you really should just try it out. Like we had heard about that Creative Loft, and she's like, just try it out and see what you think, And I was like, well, it's it's this amount of money. And she's like, well, who cares? It's an investment in yourself, and it's a skill. And so I signed up for it, and I've loved it ever since. And I've taken a few different classes. I've taken on-camera acting classes, which is something I never thought I'd do. And
yeah, man, once you get an agent, you're gonna get tons of auditions.
Yeah, that's the next step now is to iron out an actor's resume and try and find an agent and stuff. Like I've got the voice reels and stuff done. It's just a matter of getting the stuff out there. And so yeah, it's definitely a parallel of having the right sort of support structure in your life. Your loved one, your partner, or your wife.
It's funny recalling like videos that I've seen in the past where it's like, how did you get started? Where it was like, oh, it starts with your community, and you got to start there. It's like, okay, like how do you do that? But then it's like once you kind of enter it like through that Creative Loft over, it's like, okay, now I get it. You kind of grow your own community kind of thing.
Yeah, and that's the great thing too about the community that is the Creative Loft is that everybody's so supportive.
It's such a safe space too, because like everybody is so open about like their pain, whatever, right? Like their mental struggles and stuff like that. So it's so easy to talk to, and once that elephant's out of the room, it's so easy to like, okay, well, whatever, let's get back to work kind of thing.
Yeah, and
like, okay, I feel you.
And like when you go to classes and stuff, like if you're having like a bad day or a bad week and you're mentally just not into it, like they get it. It's fine. It's like, take it easy today and just soak in what everybody else is doing in the class. Like you're always learning the craft.
The fact is, you're still showing up, and you're going to take something away from it, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I guess to sort of veer into a usual topic of my podcast about mental health struggles and stuff like that. On our drives to Toronto, we've gotten to know each other a lot more on those 4.5 hour drives there and back.
My hand is still sore.
Your hand is still sore, playing with the stick.
Shifting
my gears, baby. Yeah.
I could have sworn it's an automatic car.
On Highway 69.
It's impressive.
We've talked about our childhoods and stuff, and our struggles with bullying and body image. Both you and I have struggled with weight, body size and everything, and it's definitely something that's kind of stuck with us
for sure.
I'm not sure where I'm going with this, but just, the whole topic.
It always sticks with you. It just like its power kind of shrinks like any other mental intrusive thought or whatever. You kind of just like, I don't have to worry about it. Like how I look. I think I like the way I look, you know what I mean? Like kind of thing.
Yeah.
Especially as more time goes by and you take care of yourself or you lost a ton of weight yourself.
Yeah. Like not to brag, but I've lost 140 pounds.
Wow. Humble brag.
I mean, it's something to be proud of. But there's so much that goes with a weight loss like that. Like I did gastric bypass surgery in 2018, which is such a big process to go through. You know, there was a time where people would say, "Oh, you took the easy way out and you had surgery." And I kind of sound like Lorne Michaels there for a second. You took the surgery.
Hello, Mr. Powers.
But it's so not the easy way out. Like it's an intense surgery. You have to change your complete lifestyle and how you eat, and you have to exercise, and you have to maintain. Like it's not just a wave a magic wand and all the fat goes away. Like you have to maintain it, and so many people gain weight back because they go back to old habits and that sort of thing.
You find ways to kind of cheat the system, and like, I can still have like bad food if.
Well, you stretch. I think you stretch the stomach,
and it stretches over time.
Yeah. Because the whole thing, like the whole gastric bypass, is they're cutting, basically bypassing a large part of your stomach and your lower intestine.
Right.
That's why you have to take a bunch of vitamin supplements and stuff, because you're not, when it goes through your lower intestine, that's where you're getting all your nutrients and your vitamins and all that stuff. Because I don't have the lower intestine journey anymore, I have to take multivitamins and stuff. So yeah, your stomach pouch is smaller. You can only take in so much food, and you can actually really get sick and vomit and whatever if you eat too much. So I've had to really shrink down my meals and stuff, and there's certain foods that you can't really eat anymore. Like it's different with everybody. Like I don't do well with rice anymore. I can't really digest it well. I don't really eat pastas anymore. And really sweet foods make me sick. So I have to be careful with that.
You were saying you miss a good butter tart now and then.
Yeah, I miss a good butter tart. Yeah. I'm such a Canadian.
Yeah.
But there's just certain things that I miss. Like even like once in a while, like I stopped drinking pop or soda like a year before I had my surgery.
Good for you.
In 2018, because I was definitely a pop fiend. Like that's where I got my caffeine and my sugar and just that fizz.
Oh man.
I haven't had it since. But every once in a while, I'm just like, I could go for a cold glass of Pepsi. Or like
a can, or ice cold can.
Like I'll have a sip once in a while just to try something, but like you're not supposed to have carbonated beverages because the gas can expand your pouch.
Ooh. Yeah, it can be bad.
So I've avoided that and whatever. I just live off water basically.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing.
No, but anyways, like I found the toughest thing with the weight loss process and everything was the body dysmorphia, because you go from my highest weight, I was 340 pounds, and to see yourself in the mirror like that for years. Like I was obese. I started gaining weight when I was 5 years old, and I was obese all through childhood and, as an adult. And then to go from seeing that 340 pound person down to what I'm at now, the brain can't really keep up with the change, and so it's this weird thing where you always see yourself as this
as the person. Way you were, because it's so used to seeing you as this one way. So it's like it's true. It's like a shock. It's like, who is this? Or like, I think I look good, but I still feel like the way before, or whatever. Or
and then
it's like looking in a trick mirror kind of thing.
One of those carnival mirrors. Like, and I mean, I'm always sort of looking myself in reflections and stuff. Is my ass big? And like, is my gut blah blah blah? What about my man tits? And that kind of like you're just constantly criticizing yourself, and it's hard to sort of get over that. Like I'm gonna be 50 this year, and I'm still picking on myself.
That's pretty crazy, man. 50.
Yeah, the big 50.
I would not have guessed.
But and I think they don't talk enough about the body image struggles that men go through. Like I mean, across the board, it's a problem for men and women. But I think with men, it's a topic that's not talked about enough. Because men can be very self-conscious and have body dysmorphia and stuff too. Because there's sort of an image that's being upheld in the media for us too.
Oh, sure.
Like, you see guys that are buff in Men's Health magazine, where it's a guy that's just ripped and with the six, with the abs and stuff, and it's just like, I don't have abs, I got squishy.
So you start picking on yourself, kind of thing. Like, how come I don't look? So you feel lesser of yourself because you don't look the way that you feel like you're supposed to be portrayed, kind of thing. So it makes you feel like, oh well, I'm just a sack of potatoes.
Yeah, and I don't know. It's a weird thing, and especially like when you approach the age of 50, like your body changes. Like you start getting more of a barrel chest and stuff, and like dad you start bod. Getting that old dad bod,
old man strength.
Yeah, the old dad bod there. And as long as I don't start looking
that
like
random sailor tattoo shows up. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's that and aging and everything. It's a whole mess of things that you have to kind of sort of work through. And do you still struggle with body image or body dysmorphia or anything?
It's always in my mind, but it's quiet. You know what I mean? Like because I've been battling intrusive thoughts for so long. 3 years ago specifically is when I had a really good one. And then which required a little bit of better help and some counseling and stuff like that, because it was almost like being in you're awake. I would be with say if, for an example, I'm with my friends, we're having a good time and genuinely having a good time right now. You couldn't enjoy it though, because it was like a dimmer was on. I would get out to my house because I was so you go to bed, you're thinking of intrusive thoughts. You go to sleep, you're dreaming about an intrusive thought. You wake up, you think about that dream, and it starts to cycle off. So
yes.
It was bad. I remember being I think I would rather drive off a cliff than have to deal with this every day. Yeah. Again, itself being an intrusive thought. I didn't do it, for the record.
Yeah, still here.
But still here. But the more time went on, and a lot of Instagram pages helped me. I found this one specific called My Peer OCD Awakening kind of thing, and this lady would explain her intrusive thoughts and lists and how it's a cycle, whatever, and it's just the best thing to do is nothing. And I didn't believe that, because the minute you stop worrying about something, you get something called the backdoor spike.
Yes.
So you worry about not worrying. So it's
yes.
oh my God, are my intrusive thoughts coming true? Because I'm not worrying right now. So you kind of it becomes almost like Stockholm syndrome, where it's you miss that kind of worrying because you feel that comfort of the compulsion kind of thing until the cycle kind of reboots again. Yeah. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I definitely have the same sort of issues too with intrusive thoughts and stuff. And it's hard. It's really hard to try to control them, and I'm the type of person too where I'm constantly overthinking everything, like with friends and stuff. It's do you like me? Do you really like me? Kind of thing. You're mad at me, right? I assume everybody's pissed off at me for some reason.
Or I think too is
if I message somebody and they don't message me back right away, well, I fucked it up and they hate me and whatever. like Messenger was down and I'd message you about today there, and I was just oh, Kevin's pissed off at me.
Yeah,
I'm just
well, I was, but Messenger just happened to be down, so it was kind of convenient.
Yeah, and it's just it's just
your brain picking on you.
It's your brain, sabotaging you and whatever. And I mean, people have lives and they're busy and stuff, and it's not always about you.
No, but it's comforting to know that the more you find out, even the podcast that we listened to on the way down to Toronto, they have these sponsors. I can't remember the name of the app, but they say they help over 138 million people across America. Just hearing that number alone is just how comforting is it to know that you're not alone in the sense of other people have the same struggles. It's normal. It's just a functioning thing that you're... Even last night, my wife and I we went to a birthing class because in 9 weeks, we're going to have our first baby.
Congratulations.
Little boy. Thank you very much. His name is... Just kidding. I'm not going to say it.
No.
We're going to wait till he's born, whatever. Wife's orders. I've almost spilt it a few times, but I just come up with different names. We've been calling working titles
Biff.
Todd, Biff Naked.
Biff Naked.
Yeah. And they were saying too, after you give birth, they were obviously talking to the women, whatever, saying that you might experience intrusive thoughts and they might become more intense. You'll have postpartum depression. You'll have random thoughts of what if I drop the baby? What if I do it on purpose?
Yes.
What if I drown the baby? And then it'll put you in this funk. But
especially this is your first going to be your first child, and it's scary. It's scary because
thoughts are scary.
You have this life that you're responsible for. It's not having a beanie baby or something. This is a life that I have to care for the rest of its life.
It's not like a beanie baby. It might go up in value.
It might go up in value and then completely plummet, and then you can find it at the thrift store.
Nick's son,
Biff. It's definitely a lot of pressure, being a new parent and everything, and then there's all the anxiety that goes with that.
For sure.
I mean, it always helps to have a great partner. I think Megan's gonna end up being an amazing mother.
I just have these little thoughts of just picturing her him laughing with her, like, or her laughing and kissing him, and just like the cute little interactions I get to witness, or
and you'll get those.
Little mental pictures. Yeah,
you'll get those.
Or even like when we found out whether we're having a boy, whatever, like the cute, like when we did the end, because we found out a little bit earlier because we got tests through Neo.
Right.
Neo's a fertility kind of clinic, whatever. So we wanted to find out before we told everybody, obviously, firsthand. So I'll always have like her voice, like her specific voice playing in my head when she said like, "Oh, we're having a little boy." And I was like, "Oh," like ever since then, it's just like, I can't wait to meet him.
Yeah.
Before that, obviously, like excited too, but like just before that, I always thought it was gonna be a girl. Like I just pictured like it's gonna be a girl. Like I think I'm gonna be a girl dad, but as soon as I heard her say like we're having a little boy like that, as she read like the card, it's just like I just pictured like blue, like blue everything. I can't wait for the little guy now.
Dabba dee dabba da.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that's exciting stuff. And it's going to be, he's coming just before my birthday. Yeah. So that's going to be cool. Yeah, and Megan, it's close to her birthday too, eh? She's in August as well.
Yeah, I think so. What is it? August 9th, is it? I think. Yeah. No, just
your wife.
No, I always forget, like, luckily she says the same thing with, like, I'm on May 15th. She gets confused with 14, 15 for whatever reason, but I get confused with 8 and 9 because she's born August 9th.
Okay.
So the way I have to remember is 8, 9.
Yeah.
Now I'm doubting myself. See, I'm getting I'm doubting disorder, man.
Yeah,
like, I'm doubting my wife's birthday.
Wait till you get to our age, or Kevin and my age. Everything just starts getting fuzzy.
You sounded like my mom.
I'm already pretty fuzzy.
Just wait till you get to my age.
Just wait till you get to my age.
Then you're gonna start feeling it when you get up.
You're gonna start feeling it, and then when it's raining, you're gonna say, "Yeah, we needed that." Yeah. So you touched a little bit on the fear of driving. I've been sort of your personal driver to go down to Toronto, which has been cool. I like a good road trip, and we get to chat and stuff.
It was fun stopping at Cookstown too on the way back.
Where?
I had fun stopping at Cookstown when we walked around the mall.
Oh yeah, the
fun
outlet,
little baby booties.
Outlet mall. Yeah, fun little booties.
Oh. I thought you guys had like a walk on the boardwalk or something like that.
Yeah, we had a romantic walk on the boardwalk.
Next time.
A little bit of roadhead.
I didn't even have a call back. I just wanted to go to Toronto with Mark.
Yeah. But we turned off. We had some roadhead.
Oh.
And then we went to the
Radiohead. He means we were listening to Radiohead.
I misspoke. We were listening to Radiohead. Yeah.
While
can I tell
69ing on the 6? Yeah.
Can I tell you who I envisioned was giving and who was receiving?
Sure. Let's
see if you were right or not.
I'm going to keep it a secret.
Oh,
I'll let you.
So are we. Well, not anymore.
That'll be in the eventual. What is it? The internet fan fiction. That'll be in the Mindmelt podcast fan fiction.
Oh, bye, Mark.
Oh, bye, Mark. Oh, hi. Nice doggy.
Nice doggy style. If anybody doesn't know, these stupid quotes are from a movie called The Room.
Yeah, every time I see Nick there, he's like, "Oh, hi, Mark," and I was like, "Oh, nice doggy," and yeah.
I'll never stop. I don't care.
The Room is
There's
great.
no reason to stop.
Yeah, there's no reason to. Tommy Wiseau is in all of us.
Yes.
Sometimes, without our consent.
If you haven't seen The Room, you got it.
If you haven't seen The Room, it's a
stop what you're doing right now. Stop this.
Grab a handful of spoons, throw them at your screen at the right part. I can't remember what part it is, but there's a part where you throw spoons at the screen.
It's one of the most infamous B movies ever for a reason. It's just amazing to watch.
Yeah,
it's so bad.
I saw someone, I can't remember who, but they were going to remake it, but like try to do it as serious as possible without changing a word of dialogue.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't do that the first time.
Yeah, I mean, Tommy he thought he was making a movie.
I don't know if. Yeah, I mean, anyways, that's. I can't remember who it was. That was
James Franco.
No.
No, I mean, there's a disaster artist, but
yeah.
I enjoyed it.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it. I'm not a fan of Franco, so
who is it?
He's a creep. Yeah. But it'd be kind of funny to see who they would like get, like Ryan Gosling and like.
It might have been him. I can't remember who it was. I'm gonna have to look it up now.
He could do a good job. He'd pull it off too.
Like who?
Yeah,
who
it was someone legit. Like they seriously wanted to. Now you're gonna make me look. Talk about something.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. Yeah. So the whole like how the fear of driving thing is it just big cities you have a fear of?
It's the hustle and bustle, especially like even just watching you this specific time because usually when we go it's like later in the afternoon or late morning. But this time was like 9:30, and I got the call 8:30 the night before. So
yeah, we did the morning.
It was a pretty
rush
like,
hour.
oh hi Mark,
Yeah.
can I buy you?
Can you drive me, please?
Okay, I got it. It was Bob Odenkirk.
Bob Odenkirk, Better Call Saul.
So Bob Odenkirk, apparently he already did it. They did it for a charity, and they have it, and he wants to like officially release it because it was done in 2000 or no, sorry, that's the original movie.
Was it made by Funny or Die?
No, like it's legit. Like he wanted to do it legit, like not make it a comedy, not make it a spoof of it.
Like did he get like his Mr. Show guys involved? Like was David Cross and all that involved? Or?
That's pretty cool.
Now you're asking me all sorts of questions.
Sorry.
I should have come prepared. I just had the
It's
name.
okay. It just came up.
Jeez.
It's just kind of a thing between Nic and I.
David Cross is so freaking funny. Like
I love him.
one of my favorite movies is Scary Movie 2.
Oh yeah.
And the banter,
yeah.
you remember, like, because he plays a cripple, like a scientist in a wheelchair or whatever, but he always, like, has, like, these stupid jokes, like, oh, I'm going to go run upstairs and jump into my tracksuits.
there was I can't remember his name. He's on, he does, like, little short videos, comes up on little short videos all the time, but he was in a lot of those movies. Some actor that was in a lot of those, like, Scary Movie and Disaster Movie and whatever.
Yeah.
All those, so he was supposed to play that role. And his agent said, "Don't do it," because there is a scene where he eats something or something like that. I can't remember, that had jizz in it or something like that. I can't remember.
In Scary Movie?
Like Scary Movie 2 or 3 or something like that. Anyways, he decided not to do it, and David Cross did it, and it became like one of his iconic roles.
The banter between him and I can't remember the actor, Chris Elliott.
Yeah,
the one who plays Hanson.
Yeah.
So freaking funny, just like
Chris Elliott. That's a guy you don't see very often anymore, right?
No, he was in Schitt's Creek, and I don't know.
Was
was
the janitor, I think, or like the.
That's not.
He
He
was the mayor of Schitt's Creek. Don't degrade him down to janitor. Nothing wrong with any janitors.
No, I wasn't.
But like the first episode, wasn't he fixing a leak in the?
Well, okay, so his name. Well, I mean, he's the mayor of Schitt's Creek. It's not like as if he's exactly the mayor of New York City,
Gotcha.
right? He was still the guy that
he's
came
still
in
a
and fixed it.
handyman.
But his name was Roland Schitz.
Oh my god!
It was good. It's a great show. You should watch Schitt's Creek.
Yes. We had tried watching a little while back, and I don't know, it wasn't clicking for us. But we're gonna have to try
revisit it. I'm sure it'll happen.
Yeah, because I mean,
and it was funny because when we started watching it, we were living in Stouffville, and a lot of the exterior shots for that show were shot in Stouffville.
Oh yeah,
and we didn't know that, so we're sitting there watching. It's like, is that the animal shelter down the street? And sure enough, it was.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I like everybody in the show, so I should check it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So when did you start doing improv?
Well, that was actually Tanya and Max Trainer. Again, they approached me with a project towards the end of one of our either acting classes or voice acting programs. I can't remember which one it was, but sometime last year, around this time. And then they said they were putting a team together. No one was wearing an eye patch, and no one was Samuel Jackson.
Oh.
But...
You weren't the Avengers?
They weren't the Avengers, no.
Okay.
But yeah, they said that we're thinking about doing an improv show. So I was like, all right. Like she mentioned the dinner theater before, and I turned it down because I was scared. But I was like, I love you, Tanya. So like, I'll do this one.
Yeah, improv is scary.
Yeah. And then we did it the one show, and I remember meeting the group at the first show. It was actually just 4 of us. It was me, Steve, Tara, and Kegan. So it was just the 4 of us for 2 hours. So the first act was fun, like a usual set, but towards the second one we got pretty tired, so okay, we got to expand.
It's very mentally taxing.
Yeah. So it's crazy that started with okay, we're gonna do this thing, we're gonna try to raise money for SPG, Subby Performance Group, and stuff like that, and see where it goes. And then fast forward to a year later, we've got almost 10 shows under our belt, and a few in the future too, so it's pretty crazy. It's almost like a dream of mine too. Back in the day, along with acting, was joining a band. So this is the closest thing I have to.
Well, yeah, it's very collaborative.
Yeah,
yeah, for sure. But it's been a lot of fun. I've been to I think three shows so far, and I was on stage.
Yeah, you were on. Yeah, you were more than I was. Yeah,
yeah, it was fun. Well, because they kept asking for audience participants, and nobody was putting their hand up.
I love that you had fun too. You just said whatever you wanted, the sillier the better, and it just sets the tone. It just you just spit it out, didn't think, people laugh, and then it gives the team like something to work with. You know what I mean? Like it's awesome.
Yeah.
No, it was a fun night.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Like, because I went up for I think it was a moving parts.
And then for the pillars, I believe, like when they have to tap you to say a word, and you kept saying.
Yeah, I had a good chemistry. I had good chemistry with one of the twins.
The twins,
there.
yeah, twin prof.
I was just like, geez, I have good chemistry with her. Maybe we'll do a 2-person show. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. And,
Yoko Ono, you're gonna break up the band, eh?
Yeah, I'm gonna break up the band.
Joko Ono.
And yeah, you have another show coming up at
July 31st in Capriel Days.
Yeah, I
said keep me kind of half in because it's kind of due like close to the due date. So and Spider-Man comes out that day. So no, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
You're a big Spider-Man fan, eh?
I like Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I've shot a few webs. Just hearing you say the name.
My.
No. Oh yeah. No. Yeah. Spider-Man's one of those. Like again, like back from childhood, Spider-Man, Batman. More towards recent years, I'd say in the past like 20 years, Deadpool. Like ever since like I remember hearing like after Blade Trinity and Waiting and Just Friends movies, whatever. Like I remember a friend at the time saying that he's gonna be Deadpool next. So, like that's pretty cool. And then like freaking 20 years later, or whatever, 2016, it finally happened and.
Like I'm sure you saw the original Deadpool that he did, where he had his mouth sewn shut and blades in his arms or whatever, and yeah, I mean the whole story behind that is he always Deadpool came out in like I think the early 90s.
You guys are talking about Ryan Reynolds, right?
Ryan Reynolds, Ryan Reynolds. Yeah. He always wanted to play Deadpool. That was like his favorite. Yeah, Merc with a mouth.
Yeah. Well, he's the one that told him like not to sew his mouth shut.
Yeah, and they were just
gonna love it. They're gonna love it.
Yeah, they're just like no, and he basically got like forced into doing it. They're like, you're gonna do it.
So the first Deadpool movie, I believe, was that he was like he wanted to make up for that mistake kind of thing. So he got the rights for it, and
even before that, there was a sort of proof of concept. Video
that accidentally got leaked.
Where it was all. I think it was all CGI.
It was great.
And I think it's basically kind of like the opening of the actual movie
when he's on top of the drawing and then he jumps in the car when he's looking for Francis, whatever. Yeah.
So I forget how long it is. It's like I don't know, 5 minutes or whatever. It's like a proof of concept, and it blew up. And then the studios were like, I guess there's an audience for this. And Ryan Reynolds was very much like, it has to be
rated R.
It has to be rated R. It has to be like this. Like none of this sewing his mouth shut bullshit.
On April 1st, there was who played Schrader again from Saved by the Bell? Mario Lopez.
Oh yeah.
He was on
Slater,
not Shredder. Shredder was a Ninja Turtle. Yeah, the Ninja Turtle.
I'll trade in all my.
Shredder was voiced by the dad from
Fresh Prince. Uncle Phil.
Good old Uncle Phil.
Trading in all my street cred for knowing who Mario Lopez played and Saved by the Bell.
That's over for you now.
But
the millennials will like it.
The millennials. Who could forget the meltdown on the caffeine pills? I mean, come on.
I'm so excited. I'm so scared.
Great. That in the clip. I'm sure you've seen the clip of the band. Where they like all the main characters are in this band. I forget the name of the band. I don't know if the ladies know that.
When you said the band, I was thinking like Robbie Robertson and
not
Garth Hudson. I was like the band.
You don't remember seeing?
They went from Bob Dylan to Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Did you know Robbie Robertson?
Zach Morrison.
Zach Morris. I don't know. I forget what the name of the band was in Saved by the Bell. But there's clips on YouTube and stuff of them playing, and it's just the worst. Like Zach Morris is just like kind of thing, and like I think AC Slater's on the drums and he's just like hitting nothing, and it's so bad. And I think Screech is on the keyboard.
I got Levon Helm playing drums for them. They're going back to Nazareth.
Yeah, it's so bad. Anyways, what were we saying? Deadpool. Yeah,
there was an April Fool's promotion where they said like, it's gonna be it's good that you're making it 14A, and he's talking to Ryan Reynolds over like Skype or whatever. Like we just figured like the studios wouldn't let us, whatever. So like before that it wasn't announced. So like, oh shit, it's gonna be 14A. Like like more families, more budget, more money, whatever, more for blah blah blah. Then all of a sudden like Deadpool comes out behind Mario Lopez and like knocks him out. And it's a little picture that says Schrader. He's like, fuck you, Slater. And it's like, Deadpool will of course be rated R. Like, sweet. The marketing, I think,
was on point. He like that. I've gotten a little bit of Ryan Reynolds fatigue now, but I mean, he definitely. I have to give him props for sticking to his guns. Especially in a Hollywood system of getting Deadpool made the way he wanted it to. His childhood, hero and whatever.
For sure.
And he shot a movie right here in Sudbury.
Yeah,
he did.
The Captive.
The Captive is a good movie, right on Richard Lake Motel.
Yeah,
Adam
McGoyan?
Adam McGoyan.
McGoyan. Yeah,
Adam
he made
McGoyan.
it. Yeah, it was good.
ATOM. He spells it.
Yeah. He. But yeah, and I mean Ryan Reynolds kind of paid his dues, like doing. He did Green Lantern.
Yeah, that was pretty
awful,
terrible.
And like. So
Two guys, a girl, in a pizza shop.
I remember that show.
I do.
It was a good show.
It was kind of a good. It was okay.
I would love to be on a show.
It was
like
okay.
That.
Like it was kind of in that Friends vein.
Yeah, it was one of
like-
those shows that if it was on, you'd watch it, but
Yeah.
you wouldn't go out of your way to watch
Like
it.
you could
Sure.
see proto Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
Kind
Yeah.
of.
Oh,
his
yeah.
brand. Yeah,
His
like
brand.
that sarcastic.
Because he's been acting because there's clips of him as a kid.
Oh yeah,
acting and stuff. But
the show was called 15.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Spider-Man, you're a big Spider-Man fan.
Yeah.
Which movie series? Like Sam Raimi, the
Oh geez.
Garfield.
The cool thing is
Or
with
the
Spider-Man.
No, what was that? Andrew Garfield?
Andrew
Andrew
Garfield.
Garfield. Yeah.
And
Andrew
I
Garfield,
love
Tom
Or
Holland.
the Tom Holland, yeah. So which
For like the fact of seeing like all these characters together, I gotta give Tom Holland the award.
really? Okay.
But the cool thing about Spider-Man is like there's so many like for each different version and different actor, there's like a different age group of me, right? So like the first one came out, I was 9. Second one, I was 19.
Okay, yeah, you're really young. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's why the Saved by the Bell
like you're in your
references,
early 30s, right?
33. Yeah.
Yeah. See, he's
okay,
a bit
okay.
younger than us.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like he has a different sort of experience
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, but I remember seeing the first one in theaters, like with Tobey Maguire, and like it was supposed to be me, my sister, my mom, and her friend, but it was so sold out she can only get 2 tickets for me and my sister, and we were like in the front row. And I was like, oh my god, this movie's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, obsessed.
Yeah,
Well, I was
like,
obsessed before that. with the animated
I love
series
the
too,
Sam
but-
Raimi ones because they're very Sam Raimi.
Yeah, well, especially the second one.
Second
with,
one is like
The
crazy.
Doc
The
Ock,
tentacle scene,
like
like,
that
whenever-
whole like awakening scene
Oh,
in
man.
the hospital, and
Yeah.
like the
That's a
dragging
short
her
film on its own.
fingernails.
Yeah, it's creepy.
It's great, and all these sort of little touches and flourishes that Sam Raimi inserts and
Spider-Man
Yeah,
2 is
the
still
Evil
my
Dead car.
favorite comic book movie.
Spider-Man
great.
2 with like Doc Ock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I
the
agree.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first one.
It's a little rough. It's
I
good.
It's
I like
good,
it a lot.
but it's uneven, and the whole mask thing for
Yeah.
Green Goblin was a mistake. When William Dafoe,
was it a mistake though?
Did you see the
technology-
animatronic one?
I've seen the animatronic.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
But Dafoe's just got such an elastic face.
Yeah.
that he could have.
Yeah.
But I understand why they did it. But
Even in the new one, they could have gave him a little bit of something too. The No Way Home. I wish they gave him some sort of like a hood, or they gave him goggles, whatever. But he just didn't have a mask on. But
Yeah.
like, I think that was a better choice than the plastic Halloween mask, because you get to see Willem Dafoe. But like
it was just weird because
Just
like there was
missing a little
no
something.
moving part. Like he kind of
Yeah.
looked like almost like a Power Ranger
Yeah.
character, and like nothing's moving. You're just hearing, and it's just like.
there's some scenes too, because it's dubbed over, right? You don't even, because there's mesh covering his mouth.
Yeah.
His mouth's not moving. Then
Yeah.
it cuts to Spider-Man, and you don't see his jaw moving, so it does look like a Power Rangers movie. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
hilarious. Yeah.
Yeah.
The part that works for me though with that is that it establishes that what is going on in Norman Osborn, it's all in his head. It's not like in the comics.
whole
he would
duality thing.
turn into it. It was like this was like
It was a mask. Then there was like Ultimate Green Goblin, where he would mutate into like a Hulk-like creature. But like it was a stupid.
Okay, you
like,
know
rubber
way more
mask.
about
No,
comics.
Yeah, yeah.
No, just
Because
by the
everything's going
'60s
over my
one.
head.
It was just like a silly Halloween mask.
I mean,
that
like
was
one of
on
the
his
best
face.
scenes in the movie is when he's talking to himself in the mirror.
yeah,
And
yeah,
there's
Yeah, of course.
duality.
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
where it's like a split.
Like it kind of like
personality
if it looked more like he was turning into like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde thing, I think you would have lost that a little bit, But I agree, like it wasn't a perfect thing,
Yeah.
but there was that little element.
At least it
the
got
way,
made
yeah,
because it
yeah.
had been in like development
yeah.
hell for
James
years.
Cameron
James
wanted to
Cameron was
direct
supposed
it.
to do
and
it.
really,
Yeah.
those movies coming out being a huge success, for better or for worse, got us all the comic book movies that have followed it since.
Yeah.
So it actually, Hollywood looked at it and said, "Oh yeah, we can make money off." of
Yeah,
these,
like I think
2 years prior was X-Men that came out, but
yeah,
it didn't really
X-Men
make
was
well.
and Blade,
Yeah.
Blade also.
But Hollywood was still focused on having an ensemble cast. You needed a whole bunch of characters. You couldn't just focus
11.
unless it was.
That's why I give a lot of credit to Blade. Like Blade,
Right,
Kind
yeah.
of.
Unless it was
the groundwork.
Unless it was
bit.
Batman or Superman, though, like they just did not seem to be able to you can't have just 4 in a movie and make money. It has to be a whole
and throw 58 villains and
right, exactly. Which is still a mistake that they.
Well, that's what with the third, and Raimi didn't really want to do the third one like that.
He wanted Sandman. The studio
Vulture.
wanted.
And I
Venom.
still
He was popular.
Yeah.
I still find a lot of the scenes with Sandman, Thomas Hayden Church in the third one to be really good and powerful. Like the birth of Sandman scene is powerful. The music and everything.
Yeah.
And
Reaching for the daughters,
reaching for the
necklace.
ring or whatever.
I actually waited like a decade before seeing 3 because it got such bad press, and I don't want to see because I love 2 so much. And then eventually I did I think it was on TV or something, so I eventually did watch it, and I was like, you know what? I get it. There's some scenes that are absolute crap, but
There's
it's
some good in
not that bad. It just did not feel that bad. Maybe
it was too bloated. Like you had
Yes.
had Franco, picking up the
lantern for the
too
green.
many villains, but they do that in every the Batman series as well.
Yeah.
Like you went from the Joker to the second movie had Penguin and Two-Face, and then by the third movie there's like so many friggin' villains. Like
and bless
Oversaturated.
his heart, Topher Grace, like he was miscast.
Oh no, sorry, it was Penguin and Catwoman in the second movie.
And Max Schreck.
Well, and Max
as-
The third movie, it was the
dressed up like
Riddler.
Batman.
Yeah,
Dressed like Batman. Like Topher Grace was miscast as Venom.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
you know and he's an okay actor. Just he wasn't right.
Nothing
as Brock
wrong with his
Nelson,
acting. It was just not the right character.
It just like if they had focused more on Thomas Hayden Church as Sandman and and the bloat and everything. Like there's the whole emo emo spy Peter Parker.
Yeah, no, that stuff was all bad.
But that's Raimi.
Yeah.
That's all Raimi.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
But
Yep.
It's got its charm to it. Like it's silly, like almost like a Batman and Robin type charm to it. You know what I mean? Like Batman and Robin is not a good movie by any means, but it's still fun to watch.
I wanted to walk out of the theater. That's the only movie I've ever went to the theater to see.
I've never actually watched the whole thing.
I wanted to walk out so bad, but I was with other people. I think it was just with Frank or something. I can't remember.
I think it was you and Frank.
Yeah, it was.
I've never actually watched the whole thing. I've seen so many parts of it. It's just so. I mean, it's an infamously
there's
bad
that one
movie.
part where they come up to the island and it was like an island on rusted metal, and Robin says, "Holy rusted metal," and I was like, "I want out of here. I am done."
That's a
the metal.
was
It's
it.
all rusted and holy.
On paper, it seemed so awesome. You had Tommy Lee Jones playing Two-Face and
Jim Carrey
Jim
as the
Carrey
Riddler.
playing the Riddler. Like the,
They
Well,
hated each other too,
and the
by
whole
the
thing,
way.
like
Yeah.
hated each other. Or
Tommy Lee
Well, he
Jones
hated- he
fucking
hated Jim
hated
Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
Fucking hated him.
Oh, man.
Like Tommy, I like Tommy Lee Jones as an actor, but he's a big stick in the mud. But like there was always a campiness to those Batmans. Like
Even the Tim Burton ones had
even the Tim
camp.
Burton ones,
Absolutely,
there was
yeah.
a campiness.
Yeah.
But Schumacher
he leaned into
he
it.
leaned into
Way
too much. And like you could see him starting to like with Batman Forever was starting to get really campy.
Yeah.
And then Batman,
He made a full-on cartoon by the time Batman and Robin came out.
it was
He even
ridiculous.
apologized for it.
And George Clooney's apologized profusely for it.
That was which one was that? That was the
Batman and Robin.
Oh, wait,
The one
maybe
with,
it was
Schwarzenegger.
Wait a minute. There was Batman Returns. It was Batman Forever. That's the one I wanted to walk out on.
Yeah.
Okay.
the Holy
Okay.
Blessed
Batman and Robin. I only watched. I was in college, and my roommates had a 14-inch TV, and she worked at a video rental store, so she could get the movies
Sick.
before they were out on.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So it was like she brought home
Old school pirates.
she brought home Batman and Robin. Like
It was torrenting before torrenting.
we're getting like it was like being put through torture. It was like we shouldn't have done this. This was a mistake.
Yeah.
We should.
Well, Val Kilmer was awful as Batman. I thought.
The whole thing
I thought he
was
was.
awful.
I thought he was the worst Batman.
Yeah.
Like I think was Nicole Kidman in that one.
Yeah, she played like this
Poison
one.
Ivy.
Horny Reporter.
and
Wasn't she?
Uma Thurman was Poison Ivy in Batman.
See, I
Again,
get them all
another
confused.
Spider-Man 3.
Forever
where it's
and
like those three
Robin,
villains, yeah.
Batman and
Right,
Robin,
yeah.
Batman Forever,
Yeah.
kind of like start melting together.
They're
a
both
little
the
bit.
Schumacher verse, we'll
Right.
say, like, right? So they're very similar. So
And
it's
it's
an
like
easy mix-up.
Technicolor. the bat nipples and
Oh man, because he wanted them to look like Greek gods, kind of
yeah,
thing.
well, because you want a nurse on your
Schwarzenegger.
come suckle my nipple.
When Robin was only a 37-year-old man, so he needed his strength from the bat nipples.
Yeah, what's his name?
Chris O'Connell.
Chris O'Connell's not a good actor.
Chris O'Donnell or Chris O'Connell? Yeah.
O'Donnell. Yeah.
Chris O'Donnell.
He had a good run with that show with LL Cool J, though. That was on forever. That kind of cop show that he was on with him, like that. At least he had that.
One of those
cool.
NCIS.
Thank you. Yeah.
NCIS Sturgeon Falls.
Yeah, they had like
NCIS Sturgeon Falls. That would be. I'd watch that.
I'd
tune in for that.
Yeah.
We've been talking for an hour. Do we want to get into a game? Or,
get into a game.
And then, you can do whatever you want.
Going to a birthday party after this.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my buddy that I just stood in his wedding recently, about a month ago.
Well, wish him happy birthday from Mindmelt Podcast.
Let's sing happy birthday. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
No.
So Mark is like, he's got a knack for really obscure trivia. He just knows like things. But I hear you're a huge movie buff. So we're doing the weird, strange, offbeat kind of trivia, but I've steered it towards movies.
All right.
In order to give you a chance.
Yeah, like I don't know if you're like, an encyclopedia of knowledge of movies, but you love movies.
It
depends on the conversation, like these random things like, for a fact, I remember this.
Like porn, like we both talk at length about porn.
Hub. Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. Okay, well, there's no porn questions on here, just legit.
I was going to say a few names, like, better not.
No.
I know all the porn stars. Just few that started an hour ago, and I know them.
We're not sponsored by X Hamster.
By the way, one of the guys I used to work with, his name was, I hope he doesn't mind me saying this, his name was Ed. And he had a really good joke. He had a really good joke because he said there was Randy West, Peter North, and he was Eddie East. Okay. Okay. Question 1. This is round 1.
Yep.
This is strange movie facts.
Yep.
Round 1. Okay. During the production of Alien, what unusual item was used to create the sound of the alien's heartbeat? Was it A, whale's heart, B, a dog's heartbeat, C, a slowed down motorcycle engine, or D, a human heartbeat mixed with drum sounds?
What was the first option again?
A whale's heartbeat.
I'm going to say whale's heartbeat.
Whale's heartbeat?
I'm going to say the dog heartbeat.
Like I say, Mark has a knack for knowing this stuff. He just knows it.
What was it?
It's a dog's heart.
Because I think it was a bit of a rapid heartbeat. Whales would be very slow.
Well, they could have sped it up.
They could have sped it up. Yeah.
Do you know what they used for the alien's mouth when it stretched open, when you seen like its tendons?
No.
Condoms.
Oh, yes, I did know that.
I was going to yell condoms before you finished the question because I thought that's where it was going.
You already made his heartbeat? They
what
were
is
playing with condoms.
All right, question 2. What odd object did Steven Spielberg use as a stand-in for the shark while planning shots for Jaws? Was it A, surfboard, B, a floating barrel, C, a wooden shark cutout, or D, a scuba tank tied to a rope?
Tire?
Tire was not one of the... It was a surfboard, a floating barrel.
Oh, the barrel.
Okay, you're going to say the barrel?
I made my own option.
I'm going to say the scuba tank.
All right, you are one up on Mark.
All
you
right.
are correct. It was a floating barrel.
It was the tire.
It was the tire.
The mechanical shark broke down so often
Yes.
that Spielberg was forced to show it less.
Yeah.
And that accident actually made the movie more suspenseful, and
Absolutely.
is one of the reasons it's considered a classic.
Bruce the shark.
Bruce the shark, yeah. Named after his lawyer.
Yes.
Question 3. In the original script for Back to the Future, the time machine was not a DeLorean, but was instead A, a refrigerator, B, a payphone, C, a train engine, or D, a motorcycle with a sidecar.
I want to say phone booth, but that's kind of like Doctor Who-ish, right?
Doctor Who is a police box.
Okay, it's a phone booth.
Phone booth.
It's a British phone booth, but yes, sort of.
It's not. It is a police box.
Sort of.
It is not a phone booth.
That's what I guess.
It is a police box.
But I think you're thinking
Bill and Ted.
Ah, shit.
Okay, so what are you saying?
Now I gotta redo my answer. A tire.
It was a tire.
Try again. It was a refrigerator, a payphone, a train engine, or a motorcycle with a sidecar.
Train engine was number 3. Sidecar? Motorcycle?
And what are you saying, Mark?
I want to say fridge.
Mark, once again,
Oh, shit.
he just has a way. It was a refrigerator. The
Yeah.
filmmakers changed the time machine to a DeLorean because they were worried that kids might climb into the refrigerator
remember that.
and accidentally trap themselves by pretending that
Zemeckis, you genius.
We all remember the Punky Brewster special episode where her little friend got locked in a refrigerator in a junkyard.
Okay, so Mark, you win round 2. You're up 2-1. Here we go. Or sorry, round 1. We're on to round 2. These are movies that almost happened. Although some of the questions aren't exactly. But anyways, question 1. Which famous actor was originally considered for the role of Han Solo in Star Wars? Was it Robert De Niro, Dustin Hoffman, Gene Hackman, or Al Pacino?
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino.
All right, you guys both get that one. Al Pacino admitted that he was offered the role, but he didn't really understand the script.
Yeah.
The part eventually went to Harrison Ford, who was helping
As
other
carpentry.
actors read lines.
Yeah, he
with,
was a carpenter.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, isn't that like the whole thing about Bill Hader impersonating him on SNL?
What?
There was you ever seen the sketch on SNL where
Yeah.
like actors, like different actors
Yeah.
to do, and I'm pretty sure Hader played Pacino where he was like
Oh.
doing an audition. He's like, I don't get it. And she's got a great ass.
Then was that Alan Art or
Alan Alda.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
When
Alan
he's
Alda.
playing Biff, it's like, why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?
This is great, guys.
Listen here, butthead. He's freaking hilarious.
Okay, question 2. Before becoming a movie about a giant shark, what was one rejected idea for the villain in an early concept of Jaws? Was it a killer whale, a mutant octopus, a giant squid, or a school of piranhas?
Oh shit. I mean there were movies about all of those from
Yep.
the 70s.
I thought it was
Like
a
there
true
was one
story.
called Orca,
Yep.
Yeah.
and then Piranha, which is
I'm going to say an octopus.
Say an octopus.
I'm gonna say
I like
squid.
calamari.
Mark again. See, he's got
Mark.
this weird way of knowing this stuff. It was a giant squid. The
You
film
can see
was
the reflection in your glasses.
Maybe.
He's cheating.
No,
the film was originally intended to be a homage to
Fromage.
20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Little
All right.
Nemo?
Question 3, final one for this round. What famous movie project was briefly considered as a musical adaptation before its final version was made? So it was originally the original concept was a musical. Was it Blade Runner, Jurassic Park, Lord of the Rings, or The Matrix?
Oh, God. Repeat those, please.
Blade Runner, Jurassic Park, Lord of the Rings, or The Matrix?
Same Blade Runner.
I'm gonna say Lord of the Rings.
Once again, I don't know how he does it.
Lord of the Rings is
shall
because
not
the Hobbit is very
pass.
sing-songy. Like there's a lot
That's
of music.
fair. That's
like,
fair.
a
There
lot.
are, no.
So I thought maybe
So before Peter Jackson headed the franchise, the idea was to bring Lord of the Rings to the big screen, went through countless bizarre pitches, including one that involved the Beatles. The band members were interested in starring,
I think I
but
remember hearing about that.
the
does
idea
ring a bell.
never happened. Okay.
I'm picturing different movies like Requiem for a Dream, the musical,
The Ringo of Power.
the Passion of the Christ, the musical.
So it's not looking good, Nick.
That's okay.
Mark is up 5-2. So you got to hammer
Sorry.
this round. You
Yeah.
gotta- this is the
Home
final
field
round.
advantage.
So this round is completely bizarre Hollywood. For
Art.
for the filming of The Wizard of Oz, what material was used to create the original snow effect?
Asbestos.
Was it asbestos?
Asbestos.
Was it flecks of lead-based silver paint, ground paper pulp, or powdered chalk?
It was
I'm
asbestos.
pretty sure it was asbestos.
Well, since you gave it away, you both get a point.
I'm
for
the
that.
asbestos
The
at
spray
this game.
paint thing, though, that was a thing for the Tin Man.
Tin Man.
Yeah,
They
he
actually
got
used
really
lead.
sick.
Yeah, you got lead poisoning.
That's right.
They almost had to replace him.
So there were so many atrocities on that set.
The hanging Oompa Loompa in the background. No, the
well,
what are they called?
that's an urban legend where there
Yeah,
was like a
it was
dead
just a leg,
hanging
yeah.
munchkin in the
Munchkin.
I know.
Yeah.
I watched it and I was looking
It's
for
like
that. I
a
couldn't find it.
bird of one of the flying birds.
Yeah.
flew off or something.
Many of the cast members on The Wizard of Oz were exposed to dangerous materials during production. The silver makeup worn by the Tin Man's original actor was so hazardous, he had to leave the production.
Yeah.
All right, question 2. What unusual request did actor Nicolas Cage reportedly make while preparing for his role in the Martin Scorsese film, Bringing Out the Dead? Did he request live bats on set? Demand mirrors be removed in the makeup room? Slept in a coffin? Or wore a weighted suit off screen? Not on screen, off screen.
All of the above.
Yeah. That's just his method.
Yeah. Need all these things to perform.
I think it's the coffin thing.
What do you say, Nick?
I'm copying. I'm saying coffin.
You guys both get a point.
That does sound very Nick Cage.
He slept in a coffin to explore fear and morality. Nicolas Cage also bought a pyramid-shaped tomb for himself in New Orleans years later, further cementing his reputation as one of Hollywood's most eccentric stars.
Didn't he buy a dinosaur skull too, like
He
a
did.
T-Rex skull and a two-headed snake?
And he also had the first Superman comic book too. I don't know if he's put all that up for auction now because he's had money issues.
Didn't he name his son Kal-El or something like that?
Yeah.
I will say, though, that him sleeping in a coffin, it says reportedly in the question, so it's probably not true, but it's definitely true that he did buy a what was it? A tomb.
Yes. Yeah, I remember the pyramid.
Because he wanted. Okay.
He's weird.
Final question.
He's a national treasure.
Final question, and in this final question, there is a bonus in here if you get it. Okay. So, question 3: for the film Psycho, Alfred Hitchcock went to extraordinary lengths to keep its surprise elements under wrap. To do this, he, after publishing the film's rights for the novels, he sent his team to track down every copy of the book they could find to hide them. Did he not allow latecomers into the film? No one was to be admitted to the theater after the start of each performance. Was the film's working title Wimpy, as Hitchcock removed his name from all of its paperwork, including scripts and call sheets? Or was the secondary film units given the task of collecting B-roll and establishing shots? One crew was sent to Phoenix, Arizona to take aerial shots of the city, as well as people going about their daily business in the streets. Another was sent to California to shoot a car speeding on Highway 99. Each crew were given strict instructions for what each shot should look like. At no time did they know...
Is this all the same question?
At no time did they know...
Same answer?
At no time did they know what film they were working on or who was giving them directions.
I'm going Wimpy.
So it was... Did he purchase the film's rights and then buy up all the books so no one can read it? Did he not allow latecomers into the film? Was the working title Wimpy, and he removed his name from all of the paperwork?
I'm going that one.
Or was it that the secondary crew didn't know what film they were working on or who they were working for?
That one sounds good too, though, because I know there was a lot of production issues with that one. So it's either Wimpy or that one.
Remember, there's also a bonus.
I'll say D.
You're going to say D?
I'm going to go with Wimpy.
Okay, well, guess what? You both get a point because they're all true. And if either one of you said, I think they're all true, I would have given you a bonus point. But you didn't. But yeah, he did all of those things.
Yeah.
He bought up the novel.
Very much a control freak.
Well, he wanted people to be surprised about the film. He wanted it to be shocking. So he didn't want anyone to find out what the story was. Because the book didn't actually sell that well, right? So it was like not a very well-known book. So he sent
That's back when filmmakers could get away with that kind of stuff. Like, it's hard to control anything.
Well,
wasn't he like a mad creep too to the blonde girl in that movie?
Oh, he was awful.
Yeah, he was awful. He also was like, basically, he came up with the very first strategy for marketing a film on that level, right?
Like his commercials?
Where you would take, like, you look at his old, like old movie trailers, right?
Yeah,
and it's all like, come over on Sunday and have a grand time, or, you know, Bogart's going to be smoking a cigar and, you know, all that stuff, like those kind of trailers, right? But he would do, like, put himself in there and really promote the film, right? Anyways, yeah. So there is a tie-breaking question But Mark won
Obviously.
8-5. So.
Well, what's a tiebreaker?
You want to know the
Sure.
tie? Okay.
And then we'll wrap things
What movie prop sold at an auction for over $3 million? Was it the DeLorean from Back to the Future, Darth Vader's helmet from Star Wars, Indiana Jones' whip from Raiders of the Lost Ark, or the ruby slippers from The Wizard of Oz?
Ruby slippers.
Yeah, you guys both got it. Several pairs of ruby slippers were made for the filming, and only a handful are known to survive today.
Poor Judy Garland.
One famous pair was stolen from a museum in 2005 and recovered by the FBI more than a decade later.
Wow.
A lot of those Hollywood stars were put through shit back then, especially Judy Garland. Good God, that poor woman.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was a great game.
Yeah,
Thank
there
you.
you go. You're welcome.
you.
Mark wins once again.
Home field advantage, I guess. But thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
It was a great chat.
That was a blast.
Great.
That flew by.
Yeah, it did. It does. It flies by every time. I'm always surprised it's been an hour, Mark.
Yep.
Wrap things up.
Yep.
Let's go.
So, shut up.
Shut up.
Out of my way, you fat pigs.
Oh my God.
We were listening to a podcast by what's it? Not Conan,
It was
but
Mike
the other one.
Birbiglia's podcast, and he had John Mulaney on, and he was telling a story about
Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra.
Oh, yes, I've heard that story.
Yeah, where
Yeah.
he came out and like these two young women were waiting for like
It
an
was,
autograph.
it was his aunt. And his
Was it?
aunt... Okay, so I know this story better than you guys. You
Yeah,
It's been a minute.
We've been
It's-
trying to figure out ever since.
So
But-
John Mulaney's, who I just figured out, who he was on SNL and he was a writer on SNL. Anyways,
Stuff.
I'm seeing him in the fall.
he had something with I can't remember what, but Frank Sinatra's name came up, and his aunt said, "Oh yeah, we met Frank Sinatra." He's like, "How did you meet Frank Sinatra?" He's like, "Well, he was performing at some place in their hometown, and they went there to see the show, and it was a great show. And then they went around back to go and see him as he came out of the theater to get into his car." And so they did that. They saw him come out. They say, "Hey, Frank, we love you," and that. And he just walked to his car and he said, "Get out of my way, you fat pigs."
And like we say it all every
It
time we
just-
get there. It's
yeah.
out of my way, you fat pigs. Like it's just
Before every audition.
it's so Sinatra.
But-
Like, he was such an ass.
But the thing that John Mulaney says is that you think that his aunt would be, like, yeah, that Frank Sinatra was an asshole. No, she still loved Frank.
yeah, because Frank was untouchable.
Yeah.
Like, Anyways. So yeah, again, thanks for being here today. Do you have anything to plug? You have the improv show coming up?
Yeah, check, July 31st. Who are these people anyways? Capriel Days in Capriel on a day.
In Capriel, Ontario. It's north of Sudbury. So
Yeah.
if you're not in Sudbury, you've never heard of Capriel.
No.
Come on down. They have a pretty good weed shop.
You want anybody to follow you on socials or?
Yeah, sure. You can follow me on Instagram at actor Nic Faggioni or on Facebook at Nic Faggioni.
Awesome.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
No problem.
Yeah. Nothing to plug. Not really. We did our episode on Retro Fandango with the Faulty Towers. That was a lot of fun. So you can go check that out on YouTube.
Sick.
Or where you listen to your podcast.
Where you get
Wherever you get them.
where you consume your podcasts.
And I love my coloring book, by the way.
Oh, you're very welcome.
When I do color, I'm gonna copy it, then color the page because I don't want to color inside the book itself because it's very nice and it smells like a pack of Pokemon cards. So bonus points for that.
Oh,
Fun fact, yeah. I just like, that brings me back.
It was on purpose. I rubbed it against my crotch. My crotch smells like Pokemon cards.
Unopened.
Fun
Yeah.
fact.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
That's what that is. Yeah.
So you're rubbing Pokemon cards on your crotch in order
No,
to get
it's just
that
my
smell?
natural
Rubbing
musk.
it against the old Mewtwo's.
My natural Pokemon musk.
You think the Pokemon people...
Pokemusk.
when they were looking... Pokemusk. Okay. I can't top that. I'm going to...
Yeah.
I can't top Pokemusk.
gotta catch them all. Oh no. Anyways, thanks for joining us.
Yes, thank you.
This has been the Mindmelt Podcast. You can follow, you can see my work on my website, www.mindmeltstudio.com. And I'm on the socials, Instagram at mindmelt_studio. And I'm on Facebook, facebook.com/mindmeltstudio. Again, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank
Bye. Stay
Bye-bye.
creative. Stay cool. Stay awesome.
Later.
Later.
Birthday party time.
Nothing to lose. I'm just a wandering around down here with the downtown blues. Got no home, nothing to lose.
You've been listening to the Mindmelt Podcast. Intro and outro music is Downtown Blues by Sean Barrett. Find his music at seanbarrett.bandcamp.com. You can also find his book at www.firstguitars.ca.
For the downtown blues.